We're back on the very soothing music channel, so just want to take a quick nap. A little bit of shut eye. Hi, it's me. Hello. I feel like the camera's strangely adjusted. A little higher. How's that? Great. It's me, Scott, and we are. I think we're almost done here. In fact, I went through today. I did some cleanup, fixed some bugs, did some of the like boring chores stuff just to get it in a good place, and I think it's in a pretty good place. I would like to test if anybody shows up to just do some multi-user testing, because I did try to put in some things of like, there's a certain emission rate, and as more people join, the emission rate is kind of like dynamically adjusted based on the number of users, etc., etc. Does that even make any sense? What am I talking about? I'm talking about this multi-user CETI thing for winter lights. And so the first thing to do, of course, is walled paper. I did like this image though. So, oh, like a weird contrail of blood. I don't know about the blood contrail. It's cold in my apartment today. It's cold in my tiny office. That is definitely not a closet. It's certainly an office. I like that. Let's go with this. Okay, so we got this thing here. So I did a few things. I did get like set up with Git for on glitch. Let's like adjust this a little bit. What? Open another program. Are you sure? Yeah, it is, because it's right there. Let's try this. Let's just tidy things up just a touch. How about that? I forgot about the KVM. How could I forget? We gotta finish the KVM someday, right? Okay, so this will be hello CETI, and so yeah, basically what I did is split things into files, into multiple source files. Got things set up to push straight to glitch for the like client drawing side and the visualization side. I did WebSocket auto connect. So I think it's like mostly there. I just want to kick the tires a little bit, I guess, is the purpose of the stream. And why did the music stop? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know why that is. Did it stop, or is it just really quiet? Okay. Heat is still broken. It's a bummer. It's just extraordinarily disappointing. Okay, so what are we trying to do here? So we're set up with the weird, glitch is pretty weird. I could have easily hosted it somewhere else. Maybe I should have hosted it somewhere else. In fact, let's just think about that for a second with our brains. Where do I actually want to host this? Like, as far as just share the code, show it, let people mess with it, glitch is okay for that. Getting a quick server stood up, it's fine for that. But in terms of performance, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't think we don't want to port it to Cloudflare land for this. So Heroku would be an option. We could like take it off. I think we leave it on glitch and then we pay $8. I think that's maybe the thing to do. Pay $8 and just for their like robust this thing. Which I went down this route for a minute. I don't know about it, but let's choose it. I choose Pro. And we'll just get a 1 month. Oh, it's $10. Oh, you jerks. Oh, you absolute rats. What a bunch of rats. I mean, it's fine. $10 seems like a lot for what Glitch offers, which is not very much. Like, do I really feel like it's worth it? Rendered senseless. Can I get $10? I'm so sorry about Heat. This is such a bummer. It is so disappointing. And I also have to tell you that Heat is now $10 a month. So I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you this way, but how it is. It's $10 a month per viewer. Every one of your viewers, actually. But I'll give you a deal. I'll give you a founder's pack. No, I do want to. So I don't know. You would be a good. One day we should have a powwow about this. Once rendered senseless is the biggest thing on Earth. Oh yeah, we gotta have Heat teams. You get 2 extra seats actually if you go for Heat teams. Once rendered senseless is the biggest thing on Earth and in space, on the International Space Station and whatever SpaceX rockets are crashing around into Starlink satellites. Do really need to like. This is the year we're gonna monetize Heat. This is it. Have a number of options to do that. All of them are kind of annoying, but I don't know. How are you gonna monetize rendered senseless? Is it key? Your own currency? Is that how you're doing it? Is that gonna cost money? How do you do it? I'll trade you some Heat for some key. How's that sound? Interview you? Okay. Can I interview right now? I'm actually doing a stream for an organization. Wait, okay. This is not a good... I definitely will do this, and I want to do this, but this is a stream that I actually have to do, like, that I have to focus on a thing for. Okay. Because I am working on this thing for a show, and... No, it's totally my fault. I get distracted. But yes, we should talk about this. We should absolutely talk about it. Okay, in the meantime, the thing we're going to do, we're just going to pay the $10 for 1 month. Okay, you're going to monetize with key. Great. So we need like a Heat to key conversion rate. These sound like cryptocurrencies. They probably are. One key is 1 US cent. Okay, but what's the conversion rate to Heat? Each key is 100 NFTs. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so... PowerPoints. Okay. Like a slideshow? You lost me with the PowerPoints. I don't know. I typically use Keynote or now Google Slides. So, but okay. Why can't I log into Glitch? Who knows? No, I think it sounds good. I just don't understand like the Microsoft PowerPoint part. Everybody loves PowerPoint, right? PowerPoint. Is there a website where I can view all the PowerPoint transitions? I just want to check them all out. That's actually the main thing my stream is probably missing is like a good star wipe or something. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Wait, come back. See, I don't approve of this for PowerPoint because it's a little too tasteful. I only want PowerPoint to be tasteless. Tasteless. Okay, so I am trying to give you money, Glitch. I seriously am. And every time I try to give you money, you like log me out. I don't understand. Do you not want my money? Sign in. Okay, I'm signed in. I click the upgrade button. I say I want to be a pro. I say I want to pay $10 a month. Are we going to do it? Oh no, where's my cellular telephone? It's gone. I can't conduct commerce without a cellular telephone. Maybe I can. The next best thing. I almost said this secret number out loud. Okay. Okay. I'm paying $10 to glitch. Can I get a promo code? Wait, anybody have a promo code? Promo code glitch. This is gonna be awesome. Do you think this is real? Competitor codes. What? What? Tube buddy? What am I looking at? I don't know. This doesn't seem I'm gonna say none of these are actual real promo codes, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, thanks, Deal Spotter, but okay, that's not the right number, and we need, oh, whatever. We just pay it. It's one-time fee. We'll never do this again. We just want to boost it. We still want it to go to sleep during the thing. Okay. Main thing is I have to remember to cancel this. Oh man, and this is the worst month to pay for a monthly thing because it has the least days. So every day is the most expensive day. I was robbed. Okay. CETI. It's going to be boosted. I've got unlimited out of 19, which I don't really know what that means, but okay. This music is so soothing. Do you think there'd be a button for me to like edit this? Okay. So, no, I have to go here, and then I have to go here, and then I have to go here. Here? Glitch? I think it's not. Then I have to go here. I just got an email. Maybe it's from Twitch. I don't think it was. It's so frustrating that he ran like flawlessly for so many years, and then this announced it's been down for a week. Ooh, crisis. No, let me edit. What? Settings? Edit details on project page. How do I edit this? I just want to. Okay, edit details. Edit this. Great. I think it's actually called Winter Light, but I think Winter Lights has a nice ring to it. Okay, so here's the thing. We don't want to do this anymore. We don't even want to look at this. Get out of my face. We wanted to only look at the main canvas. So there's a few little tidy up kind of things we can do. Like we want to have no repeat on that background. It's gonna be, it shouldn't be a problem, but you know, just want to be tidy. I don't remember. I'm guessing. I guessed wrong. Background repeat. So no repeat. Should have known. Also, I'm looking at the wrong thing, so that would not have even mattered a little bit, because we need to do this. Forgot. We're developing locally now for both front end and the back end. Okay. We are always pointing to the remote WebSocket server, but I'm just going to ignore that because it doesn't matter. Background repeat, no repeat. Oh, because this is wrong. This is not the place to do this at all. Wait. What am I looking at? We want to be in here. That's the problem. I want to be in here. Okay. Three times putting it in the wrong place. So this should now scale properly. I think it gets weird if you do this though. So maybe we should repeat X. Again, this should never happen, but I don't know. I like to try to account for things that might happen. Okay, so we got our little dude here. I got our little Disney sparkles. And it's great. And you at home can also try by going to the website, CETI.glitch.me. Are the stars too tiny? It's gonna be hard to see until it's projected. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do some tuning, which is fine. Mess with the logo some more. I actually ditched the true logo and just made my own logo. Good choice? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's going to run on an M1 Mac Mini, so, you know, there's no hardware acceleration. I did port it to WebGL. It mostly works. I wasted a ton of time because it seems that WebGL blend modes are broken in processing, or sorry, in P5 in WebGL, which is pretty frustrating. How about one of these? Look at that. Scroll the sky. It's pretty weird the way that scrolls. Yeah, in fact, right. We'd want this fixed. Not absolute. we can scroll the horizon. I kind of like that actually. That's an okay effect. Okay, I just got a text message. Maybe. Okay. So that seems fine. I do want to tidy up. Okay, maybe we just do like a little audit here. There's all kinds of goofball. Like kind of boilerplatey glitch stuff. But let's start with the server. It's so dead simple. I don't think we want to bother making it more robust. It just goes through and it like kicks off people that seem to be idle. And the only thing that really happens is when a message comes in, it goes through and sends it to everybody else. So I think that's adequate. Like very, very concise little server. The thing that's dumb is there's really no reason for us to be sending data to the clients. Try to think of how I'd want to, if there's like a really easy way for me to get around that. Like one idea would be to say that if a message came in, I just think it doesn't matter enough. If I was trying to make this scalable, of course I wouldn't want to send, I mean, like I'm just rebroadcasting everybody's data to everybody, which is not good. But there's so few people, I don't think it matters. I'm trying to think if there's a really quick way. So one really quick way would be to I wonder if you can do that. Like if you want a different path, this is for your WebSocket server, because that would be one idea, is just to give two separate. I just don't remember if you can. Let's see, what package we're using. Just WS, yeah. I can't remember if you can like easily specify that. Like we could just spin up two servers. Basically listen at two endpoints. So this would be one way to do it. You basically have like listeners and senders, and you could then say like, hey, anybody who listens, send to all the clients in the other one. I kind of want to try it. It's a little annoying to then have to go and manage this other stuff too, because you kind of have to do, you know, you kind of got to do the same thing twice. Which shouldn't be too terrible, I guess. So that would be one way. It's like two endpoints. The other way is to just do it like this, but basically you would add yourself to a like listener list. So after you connected, you would send a message that was like, hey, listening. So something like this. I think let's try this, because it would be something like the only issue here is as you got removed. Okay, there's a sillier way to do this, I guess, which is okay. It could be something like this, where it's something like if let's see what the data looks like. Oh, that shouldn't hurt. Glitch stuff. Oh. Doodle-doo.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. as a reflection of this struggle to study our perception of self. Ben Wade
Oh, because I'm not actually connecting there.
isn't necessarily
Is that a thing I want to fix?
rather it is a state of
Like if I basically want to say like you're always, instead of this, like try to always figure out.
this all comes from an understanding
Um,
things aren't static but fluid, like water. Be like water.
can't remember if this has the what am I looking at? Am I looking at the one in the canvas? Yes. Okay, so it's HTTP : so it'd be something like if this is true, then it'll be WS : otherwise it will be WSS : something like that. Let host equal window dot location host name. I don't remember. And then let port and then it would be protocol plus / plus host name plus port plus : plus port. Okay, host apparently has the port already. Oh, that's handy. It's probably a better way to do this. So I got a client connected. So that seemingly does the job. Kind of clunky. Oops. What's wrong with my keyboard? Okay. But yeah, so something like this. And then we could do the same thing. This is pretty silly the way I have this currently with this duplicate networking. But it would be like that. Okay. So that's data. But I think we can still okay. So we can get that. So we can do a thing. I'd prefer not to do this, but we need to get to inspect every packet. Yeah, I don't know what the trade-off is, really. It's like, is it better to... It's probably better to filter. Okay, well, I'll just do it the way I was thinking of doing it, and we'll decide if it's... And basically it'll be like if packet dot type, nope, if packet dot type equals listen or something like that. Then we'll just flag this client as like WS listener, something like this. And then we want to say like all of this stuff. And if client dot listener so this should mean nobody gets the data, right? Like we send the data is not received. But now if we go here and on its opening do a like send type listen or whatever, command listen, whatever. But okay, it's not going to be the most robust thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I think this is better or not. Okay, that means we get it, and it means we're only this listener, because they specifically, yeah. I don't know. Do I like that better? I don't know. It means we have to parse the packet every time. I feel like there's lots of reasons that might not parse. I don't know. I think I prefer that. I want this to go away. Get it? Okay, thanks. I guess we want to break, right? Like if it was a command. Okay, let's do a couple things here. I think I'm gonna say packet.command. And I think we want to say like if this happens, then we don't, I mean, you'd never want to broadcast this. So I think you just bail on that. And then I think we want to say, I was going to try to consolidate this, and now I'm making it more complicated, but well, that's okay. Could have a little callback we hop in there. Okay, so the thing I was gonna do, and may as well do it just for kicks, because here we are. It's no one's here to help me test. Where is everybody? It's Thursday nights. It's like basically the weekend. Dracklin's watching some other channel. I know it. I know it. Okay. Yeah, so here's what I don't like about well, a couple things. But the main thing I don't like about this right now is like, it just, we've got a semi-okay structure. I mean, as far as JavaScript goes, we've got classes for all these things. We don't have like a networking class. So I think we want, I think we just want to make a network class. I think. And I think you'd make it, and then, I mean, it really could be. The only thing I think we have to do, let me think about it for just a second. So I think we need a constructor, and all the constructor is going to do is automatically call connect. I think we actually need. We do. Okay. So we need a lot of this dots. So right now we're like doing this, like all back. It's not great. But there's lots of ways we can deal with that. Could be a callback. It could just be like we make this an event emitter. I think that's the thing we can do in the browser. I'm actually not 100% sure. So okay, so this it's almost a thing. The issue is how did we get it? Why is this working? We're in the canvas. That's because I didn't refresh the canvas. So now it's not going to do anything, right? Because we don't have but that's all fine. Okay, so this is fine. So now we kind of want to go into our sketch, and we want to have like I mean, we may want to like turn this into a class as well, but for now, let's just have we called it? Let's call it network. I mean, we could do the thing where it's modules and they're exported and we import and all that jazz. You know, to do it like extra proper, but for the moment, let's not be extra proper, and let's just like try to get some very, I don't know. There's lots of philosophies on refactoring. Some of them are just like dive in, tear everything apart and put it back together and not worry about keeping it functional as you go. And sometimes for big refactors, that's good. I don't know why, I don't think I could tell you exactly why, but my instinct right now is to like try to keep, you know, test as I go piece by piece and make sure I'm not doing something. maybe like not do too many things at once. Sometimes that's fine. Like sometimes I think it's preferable to do basically too many things at once. But so let's have a network set up, and it's just going to be new network is pretty weird. I don't know. Maybe that should be like something different. So at a minimum, we're gonna want to do we want to do a getter? I feel like why is Pretzel struggling so much today? Just play a song. It's not that hard, is it? Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe just not get music. Okay. So we need something like this that's like get connected. That's not the way to do it. Wait. That's not the right documentation. Am I in the wrong place? I am. We don't want to be in there. We want to be in here. We want we just want to return basically something like this, and then in our sketch, when we want to do this, it would be this.network.connected instead. I think. I don't even know. Do we even talk to the network otherwise? The network talks to us currently, which is going to be, that's our next big problem. And I don't know exactly how I want to do that. There's two ways to do it. There's either we do it with emitting events. Excuse me. It's going to be this dots all over the place. Okay. Do we actually send here? Oh yeah, of course we do, because that's 26. Okay. So it's not broken. It doesn't work, but it's not broken. So the issue now is like when we receive a message, what do we do with it? So we're calling the parse data, and that kind of seems like it should be correct, or it seems like we should be at least getting these. So why is this not working? This worked. We did get a WebSocket open. Did I undo something in here that I... Oops. I'm still not seeing these. Here. Aren't we logging those here? Local ws:/localhost 3000, and we should be sending. WebSocket is open. We're open. 61. Okay. That is in you. What's your deal? 61. That's where we log. So instead of logging here, let's log when we send. Which is... And this should still all be fine because we didn't make this a class yet. Okay, our reconnect is a problem. What's my... Seems like it should not be this complicated. Okay, let's... Go back in here for a second and fix the reconnect. Actually 100% sure if that works, but we'll see. So the parse data is a little weird, but that's not the... I don't think that's the issue. And are we... Just make sure we're actually getting data to the server. So we are. So it seems more like we're not listening here for some reason. I think we weren't sending the listen because our this was the wrong this. Maybe. Okay. So that's better. And then as far as the server, I want to disconnect and then I want to reconnect, and that should all be good. Seems like no errors. Okay, but on the reconnect, do we not give it a new, like a new listen? Because that should always happen. Why would that not be true? So that's fine. But it's like, yeah, it feels like when we reconnected, we didn't ask to listen again. You know? Sort of feels like this didn't happen again. Maybe we don't check this. I don't know. Okay, seems like we reconnected. Okay, so now how do we pull these custom things out, this parse data? So there's two ways to do it. One is either we emit an event, which I think is like sort of kind of the correct thing to do. But I just can't. Okay, is it this thing? So we gotta extend event target. This is one way to do this. I don't know. I don't know if I think it's quite the right way. But the idea would be like as we get in here, then we would emit our own events. It's either this or we pass in callbacks. Like, Guess this feels a little more appropriate. So we get dispatch event that was a new event. Could dispatch an open event basically. Dispatch a message event. And then on the other, over here, once we, not here, here, we would have a add event listener and say, when we get an open event, do the thing. And same thing with message. And then we can pull that with parameters. Can you dispatch event? How did we get to E though? Like, how do you... So an event constructor... How do you sum... Like, can I do this? I don't know. Like, the thing I sort of want to do is just... How do you put data in it? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna just try this to start with. I So it'll just basically relay these out. I don't know if that's really going to work, but let's try it. That means we also need our network to support a send, which is just also going to be a wrapper. Let's see, so that event is already being dispatched, so we can't do that. So how do we do this actually? How do you have an event target? Dispatch event just takes the event. So like if we're creating an event here, how do we bubbles cancelable composed? But how do you give it parameters? Oh. Well, this is more annoying than I thought it was going to be. The event emitter definitely less annoying than this. So yeah, the other option, I guess, is to just pass in. Whoa, Draklin, how's it going? Nothing's more annoying than that. I don't know. Events target seems dumb. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard, but it seems like I don't really want to do this. I could make. I could just pass in callbacks. I don't like passing in callbacks. It just seems like, I don't know, like an antiquated way to do it. But just do this instead. And just pass the whole event? I don't know. I don't know. Have a message callback. Something about this just doesn't feel, I don't know, classy. This means when we do this, we'd have to pass it. You know, pass it a couple callbacks. Crack a couple callbacks with the boys. Which I guess is fine. It just doesn't, I don't know. Not super into it. For reasons I find it difficult to explain. So this would be the open callback, and that's where we want to do this. What if there's some reason that this isn't going to work? It's hard to tell with JavaScript, just who's going to be the boss of something. Something like that. I'm going to say no. So that kind of feels like this isn't getting called. So do I need to explicitly say like not equal to null? Open callback. That's the open callback first parameter. Oh, we did that to connect, not to. Good heavens. Another language might have told me that it's going to happen. Okay, so we just need to. Oh gosh, that sucks. This just means we have to pass this around all over the place. Or just do this, I guess. Just store it there. But the event thing would have been better if we were just in node land, I think. The event emitter seems better, or just a little less friction versus the browser version. Okay, so we're listening for data. So that works. So that seems okay. And that lets this be fairly lean. Like our little network. Dude, I mean, the structure of it is ridiculous because we have to do kind of our own built-in connection handling. I guess that is something we need to be sure of, is that when killed, if totally restarted, do we restore our... We don't. That's obnoxious. Why? Why don't we? Like, I think it... so, I think I know why, and I think it's like... I don't have a great solution for it. No, the open handler should get called again, though. So we did get a WebSocket open again. We didn't get the listening again. So we set WebSocket equal to null, and then we call this.connect, which should be the real deal. We're going to do all this crap again. We're going to add an event listener. I wonder if it matters, the real deal. I wonder if it matters. Like, do I need to be careful about removing event listeners when I destroy this? Or do you think if I just say it's null, good enough? Like, that's going to work. We got our listening for data, and then we get our messages. But if we kill this and reconnect, we get WebSocket open, but we don't get our listening for data. Like, our callbacks don't get called, even though. Why would that be true? In the open callback. Why would that be true? Is this just some... This is so not interesting. Okay, so we get the thing, we see the thing, we do this. It is undefined. So why would that be true? Why, when it's called from here, when this.connect is called from here, we know about this.open callback, but when it's called from here, it's not. Do we have to do this? We wouldn't have to do any of this if it just supported reconnecting. Oh, Draclin, how's the train game? Why didn't this come back? It didn't come back at all that time. What? What happened? We got a website get closed. This came back. We got it open there. Not connected. What happened to you? We get this. We get this. Everything's happy. We deliberately kill this. Okay, so this doesn't work. This is not okay. We can't do this. Like this, the this is not acceptable. So this is not happy. No errors, of course. So we get reconnecting, but it doesn't actually... Oh, wait. Sorry. We have to do this if we call it like this. Right. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. So kill this. Do this. Get reconnecting. Call the thing. And now it works. Because now our this is the this that we think it is. So if we do this, we're all good. Okay. Oh, boy. So... Right? We're happy. We're happy. So, I guess the idea now is that we should be able to swap over to where we only have one network class, basically. So what is this network class? This network class should basically do nothing. Like, we don't even care about the callbacks in this. We don't want to use them. We just want to be able to send from this. So the idea, I think, is going to be that we actually want to delete this network. And then we want to promote this network out here. It's going to break a lot of things, but let's just try it. It means that network is actually going to come like a level up. Okay, so that's all fine. This should work. This should not. Okay, that's fine. So now we need to go in here and we need to port, like in our setup. And this can just be network connected, and then it'll be this .network.send. And this is also this is going to be if we're not connected, then we need to say connecting. Okay. So that seems okay. So now the real question is, do we want to try to like make our processing sketches into reasonable classes? I'm pretty annoyed about that event emitting thing. Like maybe, I don't know. This is definitely a thing I've written 7 trillion times. So, wait, how did we do it with heat? Doesn't heat do this? Oh. Okay, there is an easier way. I forgot. There is a custom event type. Custom event. You make a new custom event and then you do that. Okay. So you don't have to make a custom event class because there's a custom event type. Okay. Apparently that's a thing I knew at one point in my life and then forgot it because that's just how most things go now. My brain doesn't work anymore. Okay, so now do I want to change this instead of the callbacks? I think I kind of do. Doesn't matter for this one because we're not using any callbacks, but for this one, we would do this .network.add event listener, and it would be like open E. And you just do 2 of these things. This feels cleaner. It's easier. I don't even actually use a... Oops. Okay, well I could have avoided the dumb scope thing, but whatever. Maybe it's slightly more correct now anyway. So what we need to do is instead of what was it? Kind of weird that it would be called an event target, which is when it's a place, when it's a thing that is a source for events. Wouldn't you call that an event source? I think event emitter, I think makes a lot more sense. So then it's this .dispatch event. Oops. There's going to be a new custom event. Open. And it's going to be data e.data e-data. Actually, we don't even care. Because this really, I mean, at the moment at least, we're not paying attention to the data. And then this one we do. So it'll be a custom event, and this one will be data e.data. Thusly. And then over here, we don't care about you. Maybe? Ooh, okay. Token U. Weird. Wait, what do how did I lose my parse data? This one's happy, so there's something bad being passed through here. So, what is bad? JSON parse data. That not what was... We were just passing that through. What's wrong? That weird thing where it was like coming in as a data buffer instead of... Yeah. So that's e.data. We're passing that through. There's a message event. Or did I cut and paste it and not change the event type? That was a message event. What? It's an event listener for the network. We're dispatching a custom event of type message. Is this not the packet? Maybe data, maybe we can't do that. Like data is here, JSON parse the message data. There's a reason I did that. Maybe detail is how you have to do it. Detail? Detail? Detail return setup password. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so returns any data passed when initializing the event. So that makes it sound like I should be doing this. and then just listening. Oops. Okay, what's going on? But I parsed it out there, so I shouldn't parse it in here. So we decided, like, this is just gonna not be JSON. This comes in as, I don't know, kind of torn on whose job it should be to do that. Okay. Am I happy now? Okay, we have events. It's funny that I totally forgot that worked, but hey. So we can do this. If server totally goes down, should come back immediately. Everybody should reconnect. It is very eventful. It's true. What is your preferred architecture, Jacqueline? Do you prefer events? Do you prefer like dependencies directly managed so that you don't need events? Everything talks directly to the thing? Like, how do you deal with such things? Okay, so this code is a little bit more annoying now because of this. And this is, I don't know, this is abusive, but this is a thing that JavaScript lets you do. So here we are, is, can you do this in Node? Is that a browser thing only? Yeah. I mean, I guess I do both. Like I will frequently have a singleton act as like an event broker. So, you know, or listen to things from a singleton. People love to hate singletons, but I think in Unity for a certain kind of application, singletons make a lot of sense. I have come up with other weird dependency injection systems, but even those, the way I do it, requires like a singleton that's going to do that kind of thing, because maybe that's not even really dependency ingestion. I guess it's more like service lookup provider. So you're not injecting dependencies, though you can do that. I have tried that with like custom attributes with that. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so this is not too terribly offensive. It's like, it feels a little longer than it should be because it's got lots of, fluff to do chores. So the one thing in here that is abusive is we're taking advantage of JavaScript's ability to just like add a field to an object to flag it. I don't know if there's some more appropriate thing we could do, like actually, this doesn't seem right at all. Wait. WS, that is the connected client. That's a terrible variable name. Okay, the connected client. So we're basically saying, okay, and that'll bounce back. That's good. Then we have this idea of custom commands we can have. You could even get fancy and like abstract it a little more, but wait. What? Why would that have worked? How did that not crash? Weird. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if there's a more appropriate way to do this. Because I essentially want to tag it. You know, one idea would be that you just have a list that you stick it in, but then you have to remove it later, and that's kind of annoying. I guess it could be a set. But this is the very silly way to do it. But people do it. It's JavaScript. How offensive is this? I guess you could do that. So another option would be like you could do some kind of, you could add a listener to it. That's kind of interesting. Is that real? I guess this really is an event. So this is like the WebSocket open event. So what are the parameters of that? It's a generic event. Oh, but that's not right. We don't want to be here. I want to be. We want the whole deal. The whole shebang. What's going on with this file? Can't load this 23 kilobyte file. Is it me? I want to know what parameters the open event gets. Is that not a... Is that a secret piece of information? On connection. I'm sorry, it's the connection event we want, not the open event. We want the connection event. So we get the WebSocket and we get the request, so WS, which is really weird naming. This naming, bad. That must be where I got it. Okay, sorry. We want connection. Is there actual documentation? Like, these are the API docs. Okay. Connection event. You get a WebSocket. So that is what the WS is, I guess, but not crazy about it. So a WebSocket object. Can you show me a WebSocket object? Okay, so register an event listener emulating the event target instance. Method does nothing if type is WebSocket add event listener. Okay, so it can't. So those are the only events. Okay, so never mind, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to like mark this up or like send data to it based on some kind of filtering or but it kind of doesn't seem that way. So, okay. So I think we're going to call the server okay for the moment. So this is our little canvas drawing HTML page. Got some viewport stuff. Has so much like user select disabled because I don't. We just did this. I don't know if that's actually going to be correct. It just says that network, that sketch. So this is not too awful looking, I guess. So I don't have a cellular telephone anymore. I want to go find my phone. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Hello. Okay, so let's try this. Excuse me, please. What's the URL though? Is that it? Nope. Is that it? Nope. It's in 5. Okay, this seems okay. I do need to test it on Android while we're at it. On this Android cellular telephone, if it's actually charged. Appears to be. Okay. That seems fine. Maybe. What? Why is this phone so stupid? Are you on or are you not on? I have been charging you my entire life. How can you say you are not charged? I've been charging you so much. I don't think it's gonna fit. Gonna fit? Nope. Okay, we've got just enough cable. Appears to actually be charging this time. So let's. So this file, I think it's okay. A little curious about this though. Let me do this. Does that break all touch? Doesn't seem to be breaking it. Okay, well, it seems okay. Network, we just went over. So this sketch, so yeah, we could make this sketch a class. I don't want the whole thing. I feel like I've seen this before, actually. You must instantiate p5 and pass your initializer global in instance mode. Okay, the global mode, instance mode. This documentation looks old. This is definitely not strictly necessary. It would just feel a little more tidy for me, to me. Not supported. Class inheritance syntax. That would be much tidier for sure. I mean, it has that instance mode, so maybe there's some way to trick it. I mean, it kind of looks like you could just do. It's a function that takes one argument, a sketch object, and attaches properties to that sketch. So I don't really like that. Like, I wonder what it really wants from that. Like, where's the constructor? It was really kind of deeper than I want to get into. An email. Is it important? No. Okay, so yeah, so if you give it this, you give it a sketch. When do we actually look at the okay, so this is where it's a little weird. The user has passed in a sketch closure that may set user provided setup and draw, etc. on this instance of P5. Check for user defined functions. Run a check to see if the user has misspelled, etc., etc., etc. So you call sketch on to basically give you a method. I see. I don't know. This syntax is weird. I don't know if I want to bother with it. It sounds like it would be slightly tidier than. I mean, it's fine. This doesn't have to be a class. Nothing is going to refer to it. It just would feel a little bit tidier. So. I think we did. Didn't I decide I didn't want to do this anymore? Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I have to do it. This isn't to this dot. For once. So one thing we could do really, just do this here. And we don't really need this. I guess the other option is to do this, like instead of it dirty. I don't really need that. Let's set data equal to null. Tiny bit more concise, I guess. get it to break? What happened? 56. Oh. Well, we don't want to set data equal to null. Okay, never mind. Keep the dirty. Okay, so seems maybe okay. Actually, one thing with these reconnects, like, do these ever time out? Okay, so it calls another close every time, so that's good. Going on Android land. Turn on, friend. I don't know. Turn on a phone. Phone doesn't have enough buttons. Okay. So that seems okay. This seems okay. This. Just grab a little of this stuff. For you as well. Come on. Okay, we're doing this one. It's just the gradient. Foreground is fixed. Thanks. Title the QR code. That's all fine. That's kind of fine. I think it's fine. Okay. Particles. I already cleaned this up a bit. So particle's fairly simple. The emitter. Super duper simple. Almost doesn't need to exist, really. Like, the distinction between what goes on in the emitter versus what goes on in the comet. Like, you definitely could make a case to that these should be consolidated. So it would mean adding particles. It would mean having an emit method. It would mean in here in the update loop that we just loop through. So instead of this, and it would mean here. I think we do it. I don't think we really need. Am I going to regret it? Okay, so in this update loop, we don't want an emitter anymore. In our update loop, instead of calling this, we want to call these two things. Update individual particles, and then call the particles. And then in the render loop, instead of there's no way I was going to do that in the first try without breaking something. Just no way. Not really it. Whoa, that was going to be more broken than that. Okay. So now we can ditch the emitter. Now maybe Comet's a little too complicated. I don't know. Let's. So when we render, we want to render all the particles. And then if the comet is active, we're going to draw the little comet thing. So that's not complicated. Update, we want to always be lazy lerping. If we are active and if active and close enough. So first we want to emit if active. Actually, we should animate first. That was correct already. We want to put ourselves where we want to be first. Then we want to emit. Then we want to update all the individual particles. Then we want to call particles, and then we want to deactivate if we have not recently been updated. Okay. And then up here, there's just like a bit of nonsense for a little bit of random offset. Which, honestly, is probably not worth it. Probably not worth the effort, but we got it. It's written. Let's go with it. We say if it was false, we should set it to true. Will the image change ever? The hidden image? I don't know. I was thinking about it. I kind of don't want to work on this anymore, but maybe it should. I mean, the show's only 6 hours long, and people are just gonna like walk by and use it and walk away, probably. But yeah, once I do the code review, we'll have another think about that image. Okay, the code is all now perfect. Turns out it's 100% perfect. Turns out there's no bugs. Jacqueline, do you want to try? Actually, let me push it and then you can try. I would never do this on a real life project, but here we are. So now we want to do CETI.glitch.me class/canvas. Interesting. Did I forget to take out the thing? Maybe I did. Sure did. Okay. We're here. Scan the QR code on the screen. Okay, you got it. Dracon, it's been so long since you've abused something that I made. Kind of sad. Okay, so let's try the QR code. That took me to a web page. The web page loaded, and I clicked and dragged, and I made stars in the sky. Is that working for you? I really wish additive worked at all, I guess. Oh, you went to the canvas. You're supposed to... Oh, can you see me drawing with you? Wait, oh my gosh, was that you? I just saw a... Oh, okay, I think we got an error. Maybe? Huh. Something's... This is supposed to... That little dot in the corner is supposed to be... server status. I must have screwed that up. Okay, so let's try this. Now let's try on Android. I don't know how to use Android. Camera. Go. Camera. Enhance. Can you read the QR code? It's right there. Hey. Can you read it? Does regular Android camera know how to read QR codes? It looks like it does. No? Okay, there it goes. Just wanted to be closer. Got it. Okay, so no internet, it says. But there we go. Okay, does it work on Android? Look at there. I'm dual fisting it. Wait, are you able to connect to me, Drecklin? That was weird. Seemed like there was a weird shift. Oh yeah, what is going on? Look at that weird pop. Huh. I've broken something with the opacity calculation. I guess only happens if I'm actively drawing. But it's only from iOS? That doesn't make any sense. It's Dracklin. I'm pretty confused why that popping is happening. Also, I don't know why the iOS one doesn't have... we must have bugs. We must have errors. What's our errors? Have errors? How do we have no errors? What is this pop? Is this just the browser going insane, like with a broken blend mode or something? I've never seen that before. Or is it a bug? So the intention, it kind of looks like it's not working now. The intention was that there's a constant, there's like a global emission rate that gets divided the more users there are. That's okay. You can abuse me another day. Thank you for helping me test. Uh-oh. Okay, that didn't work well. The thing I can't actually tell is if the like emission cut is really working. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I started getting like weird violations. Press animation frame handler is taking too long. $59 milliseconds. Well, that pop is weird. There's another thing I was going to test, and now I don't remember what it was. I feel like the popping wasn't happening before we went full screen. Is that a true statement or a false statement? It's going to reconnect. My system is 16 days out of date. I was right in the middle of doing something. I want you to leave me alone. I was right in the middle of doing something. Very obnoxious. Okay. Yeah, what have I done? Like a blend mode thing, or... I'll pay attention to that. Okay, so in the particles, let's go back to localhost land, I guess. Noticed a number of bugs. So what are our bugs? One is that connection light, which seems like it's probably very minor. Somewhere we have like a little status. If this .network connected, yeah, we just had these backwards. Okay. This is the inverted state. Okay, so and then as far as drawing, where do we actually draw? We draw, so ellipsis here, and all we do is change the hue there. Here, we do mess with the blend mode when drawing the comets, I think. So maybe we put this back to what it was. I thought processing had like a pop graphics, push graphics. Maybe it's a processing thing and not a P5 thing. what is our actual... We're doing like lighter because... Doing screen. What I think we may want to do is like always use regular old blend mode until... Why does this look horrible? And just stroke weight. So we have the stroke, and disable it. Like wherever we draw the actual particles, which is here, we could do blend mode. I mean, I feel like add doesn't work, but we'll try it. And then go back to blend mode, blend. I believe is the default. Those just don't look like additive particles to me. Green seems a little better. Okay, hopefully that fixed the weird poppy guy. But where's our little halo? You know, maybe I did want this to be blend, actually. Or this is actually supposed to be screen. I think it is. Let's do this. We'll just bookend this so we know that it's the thing we want, and then we'll do this as well. Feels weird, but... Okay. Get a little halo back. Let's go to the phones. Listening for data. This phone did not reconnect, I feel like. Why would this phone have not reconnect? This reconnected. Can refresh the phone. Maybe it had a crash. Okay. That's not good. Click and drag, click and drag. Okay, seems like we're okay now. It's sort of hard to tell, like, is it just getting slow, or is it... man, the color representation on the two screens, a little bit different. Okay. So... Right. Draclin thinks we should make it look good. Which was never part of the deal. I'm actually a little worried that my like throttling thing is not working. I guess it looks like it does. Looks like half as many particles come out when a little hard to say. A little bit hard to say. Okay, so what? Do we want some fancier message in the sky? I don't know. What do we want in the sky? And I think maybe our density is a little better than it was yesterday when we were struggling. Could always change that ratio too. Like that is or the number of iterations is a thing. Like you could in our little fine pixel. We have 24 iterations right now for no real reason. Could be 28. That's heavier, certainly. Just means like there'd be the potential for better pixel density without increasing the number of particles. Like same particles, they would just tend I mean 32 crazy. It's you just start to worry about number of iterations. Because that means every particle that gets emitted, you like this is probably a terrible thing to do. I mean, should we just do it a little more correctly? How much time do we have? The thing that would be a little more correct is to just not do the giant image and sample. It would be like, you know, it'd be much more cropped and then offset it and then just pick one random pixel from the whole size if we make it this far. Maybe I like Acumen more. I don't know. Okay, so if, for example, we said, let's make this I don't know, something little. Just where there's way less negative space to deal with. This is gonna be broken and weird. Why is it not broken and weird? Save over the right thing. Huh. I'm actually confused about how this is working without any changes after me just... The apple? How is this working? What's it called? Excuse me? CETI public canvas images, CETI logo.png. What? There's some crazy thing happening with Express caching this or something? That would kind of make no sense. What? What? What am I doing here? Desktop. CETI. Public. Canvas. Images. CETI logo. That's not true. Oh. I don't understand what's going on. I'm losing my mind. Oh, good grief. Right. We're not working here anymore. Oh, shoot. Or are we? Well, now I'm not sure. Like, where's our latest? Okay, I think this is not us anymore. Very confusing. What? Okay. That was just silly. Okay, crisis averted. Figured it out. So now I don't even really know what it's going to do. It's just scaling that image to the size of the whole screen. It's not really what we want, but we need to like be able to offset it, which is going to be a little weird. So, I mean, the thing that's good is like the finding with fewer iterations is obviously working extremely well. So we'll just have our own like concept of scale in our find pixel. So for example, if we just doubled the size, it's going to be weird. Because it's probably going to be kind of crammed in the corner. So then we need the notion of this offset, and it's going to be kind of lame, but let's just think about it for a second. is what the offset would be. Like we'd have this XY. And that's all fine. And then it would be something like so it's going to be like plus 50% of the difference between the two. Something like this. Do we want to scale it before this? And then that means we also need, oops. Scale this as well. I shouldn't have opened this can of worms, should I? Height. Okay, so this is just gonna kind of. That was very bad. What did I do wrong? Height. This should just kind of center it. It just means like our random dude is also weird. But so the solution for that is right now we're basically saying if you don't find a thing, recycle it and just use the previous random. And that's kind of cool. But the more correct thing would be like let found equals false or something like that. And then we want to say like if we didn't find something, well, if we did find something, then just correct it. If we didn't, just pick a random point. Right? Then we could have a smaller image. That means way less iteration, which is good. In fact, that's still, we don't even need that much still. Be more like 50% of that. That'll be good for performance, I would think. Issue here is it's super subjective. The thing that would probably be smarter, yeah, it would be. The thing that would be smarter is to just like loop through first, find all of the black pixels and cache them. And then that way you're always just looking for, you're just randomly picking a point in an array instead of this like ridiculous thing. And you could just wait how often, you know, how often to use something from the array versus use something from the just a random point on the screen. That'll get rid of all that iteration. And it's a lot of iteration. There's a lot of freaking pixels, so let's just do it. We only have to do it once. And it's just going to be how do we get the pixels? We can probably just get them and iterate through, but it's nice to have the XY because then we could just already have vector 3s, or sorry, vector 2s. I guess it's just going to be for I, not I. And then we're just going to loop through here. And we're just going to do kind of this same thing. And we just say like anything that isn't straight up white basically gets put in the cache. How do you do this? Create vector X, Y, something like this. So then we just have this pixel cache. Spider Connors 90, awesome. Thanks for hanging out. You know, it depends on what I guess I would say. Quick caveat before you go to bed is P5 is great. It's a great learning tool. It's great for prototyping. It's fun, but I would say it's not really a thing I would use for production, really. If this wasn't like partially supposed to be a learning thing to help people see how to do things, I would probably be using 3JS or Pixie, but it's still pretty fun. So it's definitely worth playing with. So we're gonna cache all these pixels and then we are gonna, oh, also thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I didn't get the follow alert. We need to fix Spot made this, obviously. So we're gonna change our, yeah, have a great night. So now our find pixel, we basically just wanna wait the heavy kind, not the clock time kind. And we wanna say, if random, if we have a random value between 0 and 1, let's start by saying it's greater than 0.5. So like 50% of the time. Then we want let random pixel equal random between 0 and pixel cache dot length. I wonder if that's inclusive or not. Okay. Up to, but not including 1. But not including, like, okay, that's great. Wait, is it a float though? Is it always a float? We just need to floor this. Okay, then we will get, and then we'll say like return pixel cache random pixel. Otherwise, we'll just do this thing. So this is going to be wrong, right? Because we got to do all our offsets and all that stuff. Well, let's just do this. So we'll need to port over all our offsets and all that stuff, but ignoring that for the moment is create vector random between 0 and width and random between 0 and height. And I broke it. What do we break? Of course it's not. It's push. Obviously. Okay, so we're going to be back to like, yes, very cute. So we have the tiny little CETI in the corner. But in general, it seems like it's doing the job, right? So that's good. So now we just need to get this logic. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, screen X, screen Y, all this stuff, and then we just need like a let scale equals 2.5. And then we'll do screen X, screen Y. So looks a little gross, but so it should be way more performant because we're not doing some crazy thing where okay, so it's not terrible. I think this is where we need to tune the weight a little bit. Maybe 50-50 was not. Let's try more like 2-to-1. And then probably stop streaming soon after this. I meant to like work on the art a little more. Maybe I'll do that first thing in the morning. Okay, I did that wrong. We want to say if it's greater than 33, so the 2/3. The biggest problem now is like the visual weight. And the biggest problem to me is the visual weight. I think I'd actually prefer it if it was more like you know. Just no good to have it perfectly centered if it was not. want to be visually good. I don't know. I still think we might need to. Hard to say. I mean, honestly, it's starting to feel like we have too many. Now we just have too many stars, or maybe our stars are too big, and we can go back to slightly smaller stars, or. We could also emit fewer, but it's pretty fun to emit a lot of stars. What's our emission rate? Aren't we? So we could bop this back down to 64, which is maybe more sane anyway. Okay, I have an idea, but not gonna say it's a good idea. But we could like emit in our like special sparkle color, and then they could just turn white as they settled. Let's just see what that looks like, and then I think that's the last thing for tonight. So that would mean over here, we already have some interpolant for the that not be in the comment update? No, of course it wouldn't be here. We have the spawn color. So, for example, we could do something where we this dot color. Wait, that's not right. It's this. This is the start to the target position. So we would have this dot color is equal to lerp, and we would be lerping. Do this as a p5.color.lerp or something. We want to lerp from well, let's try it this way first. We want to let's lerp from this dot spawn color to white. So hue with T as the interpolant. Did I break it? It was broken. Okay, how do you lerp colors? Lerp color. Of course, why would it follow the same pattern as the vector? Get brightness. It's not a function of color. This dot spawn color. Oh, that's not right at all. Is my spawn color not... I see, maybe we already... maybe in the comment. We softened it up, possibly. It seemed like it. So we emit. And we emit the color. We just pass it straight through. Kind of looks like. So we have random color there. So why we're updating this dot color here, and then we're rendering this dot color. The hue, saturation, and brightness of this dot color. So let's just see if we can see something happening. Okay. So we want to invert our T's. Wait, that's not true. That was correct. So yeah, why is spawn color puny? I don't understand. Do we mess with it? We get the spawn color. It's the spawn color as comes in here. The comet has its color, which is just a random color. I see. It just has weak saturation. Wow, that's kind of a goofy way to do this. Oops. What did I do? The thing that's kind of funny is we're sort of accidentally getting a rainbow layer, but I didn't really mean to do that. So, do I like this? I didn't mean to do the rainbow loop, but I think I would cut that because it gets kind of muddy for some colors. It helps make the... So this can be hue. And this can be brightness, because why not? We essentially just want to desaturate it. Well, no, we do. This is true. We do want to go kind of to zero saturation, but full brightness. Full brightness. Full bright. That's the wrong variable. I don't know how to do that at all. Oh my gosh, where's Jacqueline when I need him? Do we like the rainbows or no? I don't know. Oh, am I running locally? Running locally. Feels like getting wordy is not gonna help us out here. Let's just see what it looks like. Should go back to 96 or go back to a heavier weighting? I mean, we really could go to a heavier weighting anyway, right? So we could do both. But I'm not convinced. But we could do this. And we could do basically 75% of all particles go to the right place. This is making me want him to leave a little more color in him, though. Since it'll still not be enough. Guess I did add a lot more black. If it actually refreshed, who can say? I don't know. Maybe we could get there, but kind of not feeling it. Couple things, I guess. So we are actually drawing. Yeah. We don't have to go 0 here. That might be too much. I'm not convinced. Not convinced by this. Like, I don't love the super stark thing, but I think it just wants to be very simple. Who's sending these late night emails? What criminal? I think I'm into the colors. I mean, almost want to like say we should push them even further. Just a touch further. And then I think we do want this a little bigger. I think the ratio feels not terrible. And I'm a little worried about this, but let's leave it. I mean, I may just have to tune that for the machine it's going to run on. Like, I may not have a lot of say on the subject. It's going to look like a colorblind test. I guess the one thing I could see, and it's a tough one, is, I mean, it's not that tough. It's a slight, is like, just to always cheat the stars, like, give them a different range, basically. Like, let the background stars always be between 1 and 4 or something, and the kind of hero stars be but I don't know. Okay, I like the weird colors. I think they're working for me, at least they are right now. I might look at them in the morning and think they look awful, but you could almost say that, like, every time you put your cursor down, you get new stars, but I don't know about that. I don't know, I just feel like 8's too big, but also feel like 6 is too small, so really... Does that mean 7? Is that the classic split the difference? 7's not a nice round number. Leave me alone. Shoot. Where? What's going on, Android version? Right IP address? No, it's not. What's the right IP address? Wait, how do you edit? Okie dokie. I don't know. I don't like the image, but I don't know what to do better right now. But I think everything else seems good. Seems to be working. I've got some time to decide on the image, I guess. It's a web page. I can change it whenever I want. So let's commit this stuff. I mean, there's the whole route. I don't know. There's a whole other can of worms of like. Whole other can of worms of like actual little interconnected constellation pieces, but I don't know. I think it's a bit late for a direction change. Okay, friends. I'm sleepy. Draclin, thanks for stopping by. Who else stopped by? We had JP in there for a while. We had Spider Carnage for the new follow. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I can. We'll see. I'm probably done streaming this. I think it's okay. I gotta think about the graphics a little bit, but some stuff works and some doesn't. And at some point, hopefully Heat will be back in action. I'll put it up again tomorrow for review. I talked to someone. I'll be talking to someone at Twitch tomorrow, and maybe I can flip them, like Venmo them $20 to hit it, get a expedited review. I don't know. Good night.